Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. I told y'all I was about to hit y'all right back. Hey, remember the last TikTok video I said this dude was cooking? Watch what he cooking about, y'all. Let's get it.
What's your score? Who do you have it? Do you have Kendrick up? Because, I mean...
Ain't such thing as up when it's Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
He can never lose, ever. It's nosy. Drake can respond, and I doubt he ever respond. But you can't lose with Kendrick. Can't lose. He fighting a different battle. He not fighting a battle on earth. He fighting a battle on the spirit, on the spiritual realm.
Y'all hear that?
So you can't meet him. You can't meet spirits. That's why J. Cole is sit there and be like, man, it wasn't sitting right with my spirit. Yeah, because them ancestors got to whooping your ass for coming at they album that they made. They was speaking through Kendrick when he made that album. You can't run from spirits. You can talk beef all day. You can run. I'll run up on you right now. You can run from an op that's shooting at you. All you see millionaires going underground trying to build bunkers. Y'all can't run from spirits. They gonna come and get you every time.
It's odd that's been happening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can run. And they know
what's coming? Like, what are y'all scared of? Like, why are they building bunkers?
They coming for you. Those spirits you can't run from.
Hey, listen, that's why the Bible say, don't be afraid of him that could kill the body. Be afraid of him that could kill your spirit, your soul. You know what I mean? Like, yo, be afraid of him. Be afraid of the Most High, bro. Don't this little shit going on earth. Everybody talking about, yeah, I'm gonna get you. Pew, pew, pew. Nigga, fuck all that. They got people got a higher being to answer to, bro. You know what I mean? And he broke it down for real. Let's get it.
Right.
If you aren't already on Kendrick Lamar's side of the Civil War, it's probably because you don't understand the quint entendre at the end of his verse. So let me explain the 5 meanings of that's a K with all these 9s. You're going to see Pet Cemetery. First of all, a K, what's that? AK, big pew pew. These 9s, what's that? Little pew pew. You put the big pew pew against the little one, the big one's going to win every time. And that's AK, a singular K. Who? K dot. And who are these 9s? Not 10s out of 10s, but 9 out of 10s. Drake and J. Cole. And then you have K9. That's a dog, right? You're going to see Pet Cemetery. What's the story of Pet Cemetery? The family has to bury their dog in their backyard without knowing that their backyard is already an ancient burial ground for pets and possessed because all the dogs are buried there. What's that song called again, though? First person shooter. And we got which type of guns? 2 common loadouts in a first person shooter. And wait, we're not done. You take a 9 and you turn it upside down. What number is that? 6.
What a word, your boy Physics in. I'm running errands right now, but we got to talk about Kendrick 616 in LA before I go.
And she got autism. That's good that she able to find the relief for her autism. You know what I mean? That's good.
Do anything else for today. First, to everybody that said, oh, he talked about things we've already heard before. Well, you got some new info. And apparently OVO is still pillow talking over there. And they are tired of that man. But that beat is so smooth. Like, I've been driving around and listening to it, and that's like running around summer type music as far as the instrumental goes. But here's the big thing. Who produced it? Soundwave. That makes sense. He's worked with Kendrick before. But Jack Antonoff, Taylor Swift's producer. This track was tailor-made. No pun intended. Swifties, it's go time. Time to go to war. But on top of that, he did the timestamp thing that Drake is known for, 616 in LA, which on the East Coast was 916 when the song dropped. But those numbers, 616, that is Father's Day, and we already know how Kendrick feels about Drake when it comes to him being a father. But on top of that, it is also Tupac's birthday. And it doesn't stop there. Of course, you see these gloves, and it reminds you of O.J. Simpson. You know, if the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. When were the murder charges
We know
submitted?
about these breakdowns,
June 16th,
y'all.
1994. There you go, Drake. You wanted your quadruple entendre. You got the timestamp. You got the OJ gloves. You got Pac's birthday and Father's Day. There's your 4. Like, truly, this man is on his neck. And Kendrick, please.
Stop! He's already dead.
All right, this is going to be my last video on this Drake and Kendrick beef, but I want it to be my most impactful. So I want to deep dive some lines in one of Kendrick's songs that I think is really the thesis and the allegory of everything that happened. Pretty sure I just used allegory wrong, but oh well. I think that 616 in LA is the most important song in the beef because of how much it explains, and it's because of the lines that I'm about to go over. So let's just jump into it. The lines that I'm talking about are, God, my confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. And there's a couple lines after that and a couple lines before that that I think give context, but that's the real core of this. Because the lines before this, Kendrick is really going into his peace and the life that he's been living and how he's built it all, how he's living and going on these islands and going to Brooklyn and eating pizza and living with his family and raising his kids and all that stuff that contributes to the peaceful life that he's been living and that he's built over the last however many years. And you can even see him like kind of changing pace when it gets to the line, even right before this, where he says, "Who could reach us? Only God could teleport this type of freedom." Just speaking more about the high that he's been on, like only God could satisfy this life that I've been living. But then he starts to kind of like go into what I view as like a prayer, and he says, "God, my confession is yours." Now, I can only speak for like Black church because that's what I grew up in, but I'm viewing confession and like what we would call testimony as similar things. And just to keep it brief, basically in Christianity, I think this alludes to the fact that there's a saying that God has ordered your steps, and also that because Jesus died on the cross for all sins, it is then your responsibility to live your life for God and living God's life.
All man's goings is of the Lord. And he said, choose ye this day. Your free will. People say, yeah, you got free will. You can do whatever you want to. You got free will. That's true. You got free will. But he says, choose ye this day, whether you're going to live or die. Choose life or death. Life is following his word. Death is being a part of all this damn nonsense, all this bad food, all what you receive in your receptors, your ears, your eyes, and what you eat. So choose ye this day, whether you're going to live or die. Not just physical human death or life, but spiritual life or death, right? Because you still continue after this body.
In order to reach the glory of God at the end of your life. So that's what I think he means when he says my confession, or like I said, or testimony is yours, because God owns your life and he is the person that you are living it for. So he says that, but then he says, but who am I if I don't go to war? So, yes, I've been living this life for however many years, but if I don't go into this and I don't secure my legacy, I think this is talking about legacy here. Who am I and everything that I lived even before that if I don't go to war in this moment? So this is where I think he really starts to like try to justify stepping outside of the way that he's been living and kind of, like I said, continuing this prayer to God of being like, I really want to keep living in the peace that you have provided me, but I gotta go do this thing right quick.
I gotta kill a nigga.
And then continuing with the justification, he says, there's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. So
the Lord always been about war. Yes, he got a chosen people, and he showed those people how to go to war because he didn't set everybody the same. You know, there is a division within people on this earth. And Exodus 15:3 or 3:15, either or one of them, it say the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. So yes, he does put the spirit on his chosen people to take down the evils of this world. He does that. You know what I mean? To go against principalities and, you know what I mean, and evil that's in high places. He'll put the spirit on you to take that shit down.
Continuing to justify, like I said, but by saying that like there's an opportunity for me to learn more about myself when I step outside of God and when I step outside of this life that I've been living over the last 5, 6, 7 years and since going to therapy and all that stuff. And then we get to these last couple lines, and this is what really solidified it for me. He says, raise my hands to a fallen sky, I fantasize, me jumping planets immortalized, I correspond. So raise my hands to a fallen sky. Thinking about a fallen sky, that like symbolizes like end times or the apocalypse or just like whatever we're in right now is ending. And I raise my hands, meaning I'm still praying, like he's continuing the prayer. So I'm raising my hands to a fallen sky because I'm praying to God while everything is coming down. I fantasize, meaning I think about jumping planets immortalized. So how am I going to survive if this planet is coming to an end? I think he's still talking about legacy here. He's talking about what is Kendrick Lamar's name going to mean when all of this is over? And he fantasizes about jumping to different planets immortalized. He wants to reach GOAT status. He wants to be immortalized in this game forever. And he views going against Drake in this moment as a way to achieve that. And he ends it by saying, I correspond, meaning I correspond with my fantasization of what I can achieve if I go and do that. And that's how he justifies
jumping through different worlds. Where do y'all think they get the whole concept of Super Mario from? It comes from the Bible. In the beginning of Super Mario, everything's green, it's a grass, and it looks all pretty. That's the garden. That's the garden. And then at the end, what you got? At the end of Super Mario, at the last board, what you got? There you go. Food for thought.
Going outside of the God. And
they get a lot of things from the Bible. They get movies from the Bible, everything, storytelling, everything.
Here's why Kendrick Lamar is one of hip-hop's best storytellers. In Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, Kendrick tells a story of death from 3 different perspectives. The first verse is told from the perspective of Dave's brother, who dies mid-sentence while narrating his brother's death to Kendrick. He ponders on the state of his life, and Kendrick fulfills his very last wishes by singing about him on the chorus.
Just promise me you tell this story when you make it big. And if I die before your album drop, I hope.
The second verse is told by Keisha's sister, who refers to Keisha's song off Section 80. She criticizes Kendrick for making a song about her sister's tragic story.
You wrote a song about my sister on your tape and called it Section 80. The message resembled Brenda's got a baby. What's crazy was I was hearing about it, but doubted your ignorance. How could you ever just put her on blast and shit, judging her past and shit?
This verse also ends unusually, with Keisha's voice fading out into the background, signifying her fading into the same fate as her sister, just like Dave's brother dying in the first verse.
Now mine every male gender with intentions of buying. You lying to these motherfuckers talking about you can help them with my story. You can help me if you sell this pussy for me, nigga. Don't ignore me.
Then he just faded out. He kept rapping too.
Kendrick responds to both perspectives on the third verse. He explains why he chose to sing about these stories.
Saying you're right, your brother was a brother to me. And your sister's situation was the one that put me in a direction to speak on something that's realer than the TV screen. By any means, wasn't trying to offend or come between her personal life. I was like, it need to be told.
Kendrick's usual habit of wordplay isn't lost in this amazing plot either. He counts 5 lives on this song. Dave, Dave's brother, Keisha's sister, Keisha, and himself.
And 4 5s, I count lives all on these songs.
The word 4 5s could be a reference to a .45 caliber handgun and could also refer to the 20 generations Kendrick cursed earlier on in the verse, since 4 times 5 equals 20. Kendrick also uses the word sleep as a metaphor for death, interpolating Nas from New York State of Mind.
Maybe because I'm a dreamer and sleep is the cousin of death.
I never sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death.
Good Kid, Mad City is basically one big story of Kendrick's life. I might make a video on that another time. But until then,
outside of Nirvana,
man, fuck it, man. Good Kid, Mad City is not number 7 of all time. Let's stop the shit.
It's not. No,
let's stop the shit, bro. Let's stop the fucking shit. Spotify with these fake streams. Stop this shit, bro.
It's not even number 7 of the rap album.
Stop this shit. We all fuck with Kendrick, but stop the bullshit. Yeah. Number 7 of all. Yo, he's 5 slots behind Thriller. Are you?
Hey, this dude, he can't stand Kendrick. You can see it all in him, bro. He hating on Kendrick, bro. He hating on him. He been hating on him.
You fucking kidding me?
I was starting to think there is something personal. What did Kendrick do to you?
No, there's nothing personal, but Good Kid, Mad City is a number 7.
No, it's not.
That's all I'm saying.
As far as impact, it is the modern day last rap classic that we can speak to. It defined a generation. It will be heralded the same way Illmatic. I used to say, I guarantee you, in 50 years, they'll have that van on Urban Outfitters shirts.
Asking you, fuck this list. You think that Good Kid, Mad City deserves to be number 7 and Illmatic is number 48 or whatever it is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Don't put me in that corner.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Ah, man. I gotta go get some more TikTok for y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling, how y'all like these joints. That was the end of that one. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Like, comment, subscribe. Big Kish signing out. Hey, thank y'all for rocking with me too, man. We on the road to 10,000 subscribers, bro. Could you believe it? 10K. We about to hit that joint, man. I appreciate all y'all subscribers, man. I really do appreciate y'all, for real, bro. I really, really, really appreciate everybody who subscribed to this channel, man. I put in a lot of work. We put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes time to sit here and watch these videos with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks, y'all. Thank y'all a lot. Y'all got to let me know in the comment section what y'all want from me. Like, what kind of videos y'all be wanting. You know what I mean? But yeah, Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.